I've heard you say that that the relationship shouldn't be the ultimate, but they should be nourished by the ultimate. That's a really powerful distinction, though, because I think that we do have this Disney-ification of romantic relationships as so much expectations and weight put on what they're supposed to be for us, instead of sharing a horizon and being nourished by the ultimate. So any extra thoughts you have on that before we move forward?
Yeah, like I said, I think I want to be careful here because I want to make sure people are hearing me. I'm trying to speak in a way that's helpful, although it may sound a little harsh. Treating another person as that which will give you ultimate meaning is actually it's selfish of you to do that. And because you're demanding something from them for you that they can't ultimately give. And so that puts them into a deep no-win situation. And we can often think, but I love the person so much, and it seems like an expression of love to do this. I revere Sarah. I dedicated the book to her, right? She's easily one of the best, if not the best person I've met in my life. I think very, very highly of her. But do you know the difference between an idol and an icon? An idol is something you look at and you want to control it in your grasp, and right, because you think it is it. Whereas an icon, like think of a Catholic person looking at an icon of a saint, they don't think the saint is God, but they think that the saint is like a stained glass window through which they can have an aperture. They have a lens by which they can better focus and realize God. Sarah is that for me. And so that means for me, she becomes a way through which I actually properly carry out the Socratic task of transcending myself. And I reciprocate. I want to be a place within myself through which she can transcend herself to what is beyond her and beyond me. And we reciprocally open. And I just want to share with people that and this is not because I'm some great relationship guru. I have screwed up so many relationships, right? And I, marriages and like the whole bit. I'm finally with the person I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. This is through long study and lots of failure, right? But that relationship where the other person is an icon and not an idol is so humanizing. Look, Plato's great lesson is we need to have, the English word isn't good. It's tension, and tension is just negative for us. But the Greek word is tonos, like the tonos of a bow or a lyre. It's the tension that makes things possible.
Yeah.
Okay. So for Plato, we are the tonos between finitude and transcendence. I get this from Drew Hyland.
I love it.
So we are fallible and finite, but if we just identify with that, we will fall into despair, and we will become servile, and we'll become victims of oppression. Because we are also capable of transcendence. We can make great poetry, great art. We can engage in great philosophy. We can participate in profound living conversations. We can enter into deeply nourishing, loving relationships. We're capable of profound transcendence. But if we just identify with our transcendence, we will go through inflation, and then we'll become tyrannical and want to oppress other people. But if we hold the two together, they will correct each other well. And this is what you do when your beloved is an icon. You constantly are keeping their finitude. They are not God, if you'll let me speak poetically. But there's a tonos through them to something that is ultimate. And so they shine with something that is beyond them. But that something that was beyond them isn't trying to eradicate or destroy them. It presences itself by presencing them even more.